Greetings, everyone. Just a quick announcement for you. It's up. That's right. The very first episode of the official Multimedia Chronicles podcast is now available. So where do you go? What do you do? How do you find it? How do you listen to it? Well, I made this as simple as possible for you. Just go to this address right here, and it'll take you straight to the page for the first episode. And on that page, you'll find you can stream it, or you can download it. There's a couple different quality versions of MP3. There's a couple different ways you can stream it. There's even an OGG Vorbis version if you like OGG files. And so archive.org. So that's where you go if you just want to listen to it on a one-at-a-time kind of basis. But what if you want to subscribe and not have to go constantly checking to see if there's new episodes? Well, I'm going to try to tell you guys whenever there's a new episode available, just so you know. I'll slip it into the regular videos. But if you would like to subscribe, you can actually go to this page here at ourmedia.com. Now, Our Media is kind of associated with archive.org, so the two are connected together. So basically, anytime I post a new episode on archive.org, I'll put it up on Our Media as well. So you can actually subscribe through Our Media with there's an RSS feed, and you'll be notified anytime that a new episode goes up. So what exactly is in this podcast that you don't already get from the videos? Well, as I mentioned when I was talking about it a few videos ago, I wanted to do the podcast to kind of handle some of the news items and things like that I just keep on missing because I just don't have time to get around to them in the video. So this way, since the plan is to do the podcast once a week, I can sort of cover the notable news items from that week in the podcast and not have to worry about missing them or having them become stale by the time I get around to mentioning them on the videos. So there's that sort of thing. So in the first edition, for example, I talk a lot about some upcoming cartoon releases that a lot of people have been messaging me about and asking me about, so I talk about some of those. I talk a lot about the new Star Trek Blu-ray releases, both the TV series and especially the movies, because a lot of new information has come out about what exactly is going to be on the Blu-ray editions and how they compare to the old 2-disc special editions of the movies, and quite a few other releases that I think you guys might find interesting. A lot of TV show ones coming out and some pretty cool movie releases too, getting upgrades on both DVD and Blu-ray, so check those out. Also, because it's the first edition and because I know that a lot of people may be experiencing the Multimedia Chronicles for the first time through the podcast, I wanted to have it sort of as a reintroduction of a sort. So the first section of it is basically me talking about a bit about my background and just sort of where I'm coming from and what my experience is. And then I also talk about the sort of origins of the Multimedia Chronicles video series and how that came about and things like that. So there's an introductory thing. And finally, right in the middle somewhere, there's a rant all about digital noise reduction and edge enhancement and how it's ruining the Blu-ray experience for so many people. Kind of defeating the purpose of going high def in the first place, if you ask me. Anyway, I go into a lot of detail about that in the rant. And that's pretty much the first episode in a nutshell. The news items, because I had so many to cover from the past couple of weeks actually, the news items kind of dominate the first edition, but there's a lot of good stuff in there that I think you guys will find interesting. Future editions, I'm going to try to split it up a little more evenly between news items and maybe do some interviews, maybe get some of you guys involved in it as well. Maybe we could do some one-on-one discussions or something like that and incorporate that in there. Who knows? It's all up in the air right now. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants and hoping you guys like what I come up with. So anyway, that's it from me to you for now. So head on over to archive.org to listen to the podcast or over to Our Media to subscribe. And I'll have the last part of my 5-part DVD and video game update videos for you probably tomorrow. Alright, so take care everyone. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. And until next time, sayonara.